Well, good morning, boys and girls. Ooh, should I start off creepy? No, that's not good. Here's what we've got so far on the flower bouquet of the botanical collection for Legos. We've already completed the first two bags, and now we're on to the last one, which means we're on video 3. But so far, as you notice, it's in a different vase. And the reason I switched is because this really cool vase that we were using before, these new ones that we created started getting a little top heavy, and every time I moved this as slow as I could, they'd just go out, land on the ground, and then the pieces would fall apart, and I'd have to put them back together. And that happened a couple times. So it was more of how wide this is at the top, and in the cotton that I put in there to keep them up to the height that they need to be, so there's only like this much room. So they were so top heavy, they were sliding out and just falling out. So I went through a few vases. I have a couple more, but this is the one I kind of settled on because it keeps them more upright than anything, and there's less falling when moving. So I don't think I'll be using this anymore. So that's where we're at. On the first video, we did the roses and the common daisy. Yeah. And then we did, on the second bag, we made this greenery, which is the tallest piece, this extra green stuff. We got the California poppy and the lavenders. And so now I think we are completing it with the last two flowers. Well, let's just start building. Well, I think we can put that back here. Excuse me. Let's put the manual over here. See where we're at. So we'll be doing it. Yeah, just 2 more flowers. We'll be making a little bit more greenery as a filler, but the 2 flowers are. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I've been referring to this as the lavender the whole time, which it's not, apparently. That's the snapdragon. I bet in the last video, it's because I was calling it lavender the whole time. Obviously, I'm a flowerist, so I know my flowers. And I was referring to this as lavender. It's snapdragon. So I'm betting the last video, everybody's like, man, he keeps saying lavender, but it doesn't look like it. We're going to be creating the lavender today, and the aster, those 2. So I'm sorry about that. I just realized I've been using that. I've been calling that by its incorrect flower name. I'll put those up here. And once again, I'm going to move this to a place where it won't get knocked over the edge of the desk by me, because I'm going to put my Lego sorter here. Excuse me, I need to drink some water, otherwise I'm going to be doing that the whole time. It always happens in the morning. Right when I wake up, I get the little lung butter. Big ones in there. A lot of teeny pieces. Same here. And let's just put them all in the same area. There we go again. Okay. There goes my okay again. So let's start with the lavender. So I don't think we'll be repeating ourselves a lot today, because, well, maybe we will before I speak. So to start, we'll need a 1x2 plate with the handle on the top here. We'll need 4, and I'm sorry, we'll need 4 of these, and then we'll need 4 of these also, the 1x1 plate with the clip on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So we just take this 1x2 plate with the handle on the side, and at the side with the handle on the end over here on this side, we're going to place it on that button with the clip like that. Need a better background. There we go. Just like that. We'll create 4 of those. Pretty simple. And there we go. Now we need one of these. We've used this before. It's got a hole in the middle, and then all around the outside we have clips. And we need this 3M pin. Actually, there's only 2M pin. There's a pin on this side here, and then at this side there is the cross hole. And so we'll be using that, and take this piece and place that on the pin. There we go. And as you can tell, this is a friction pin. It turns, but it doesn't spin. Now, we take these. Now those little handles are going to fit into the pins so that it'll go like this, and then you can, whoop, it wasn't on there on the way. Let's listen for the clip. There we go. And then you just push it down, and we go all the way around with the rest of them. And just push those down. There we go. Now, okay, here's a spot where I can speed up a little bit. I'll do the first one. We need to create 9 of these, but I'll do the first one. We'll need this little crown here, this leaf-like thing. We need one of these. It won't stand, but you can see what it is. Actually, we need 2 of those. Let's grab 2 of those. And then we need six of these. I'm getting too close. Little flower buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's start with this leaf here. And then we put this crown piece on top. And I was holding the leaf upside down, but you put the crown piece on top, then you put this piece in here, and then this other piece on top of that one, like that. Okay. And then you put all of these flowers at the ends of those. Okay, don't push too hard. These are thin plastic. I've done that before, and I pushed too hard, and I bent the little stems of these pieces. Okay. I don't want to push too hard, but it's not. There we go. It's kind of tedious, or it will be, because I have to create 9 more of these. Is it on? Yeah, it's on. It's just doesn't want to go down. It's not. There we go. It's a tight fit today, but I don't want to push too hard. So here's the end result of one. We have the flowers on top of those, top of the crown, on top of the leaf. Now, before I speed things up, there is a little note in here that says the golden 5-pointed element used as a leaf here first appeared in Queen Whatever Wanabe's crown in the Lego Movie Part 2 sets. Oh, so its debut appearance was in Lego Movie Part 2. And so that name that I just said, I probably said it all incorrectly because I haven't seen Lego Movie Part 2 yet. I need to, because I really enjoyed the first one. But that's its first appearance in a movie. Interesting. Cool. All right. So I'm going to speed things up and make 8 more of these for you. So here we go. Yay, I'm back. These are complete, all 9 of them. Now, at the base of each of these, I need to add one of those. So that should be fairly quick. I won't need to speed things up. Whoops, I pushed the flowers up. I don't think we need to push it up too hard. Just push up until it's in there. And make sure the flowers aren't going up. All right, there's 3. Here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, goody, I can count. So here's our lavender piece, one of the pieces of the lavender. Now we need a 32 axle. We need 4, if you remember these axle connectors, the cross hole on either side. So 4 of those. 3, 4, and 3 of these red axles. And what we do is we just put these together just like, it's all familiar, just like the other ones. So we got an axle connector, an axle connector, and we have an axle and an axle connector, like that. And that's going to go at the base of this, right here. Now, with these, oh, this is interesting. This is pretty cool. So we're going to start stacking these on top of each other. So it calls for them to be stacked 3 high. Let's see, 3 high for, and we line up these leaves that are sticking out, the ones at the base of the crown, just line them up with each other. The rest doesn't really matter because they're supposed to be random. And we're going to make this 2 times, so a stack of 3 again. Whoa, this is kind of hard because a lot of these pieces are very delicate. That must be why this is 18 or older to build this. Ooh, see, I'm already pushing and it's bending, so I'm going to get closer to the top here. I don't want to break this. I think they're on. I think so. Kind of weird. They're really loose. Will it fall out? Feels like it. I mean, they're not holding together too well, but I think lavender is pretty delicate anyway. So 2 of those, and then we stack 1 of them only 2 high, and then we leave the last one by itself. Now this one feels really tight. Nope, I lied. It's these it's the base of these little stem things that we put in the crown that's the loose part. Really loose. Okay, I had a quite lengthy conversation with a couple of folks, but now I'm back. We left off with these, or we finished with these, and now we just go around the edge of this piece that we created in the beginning and clip them on. Now the ones that are 3 high go opposite of each other. So let's do that. And they should be able to keep themselves standing here if you put them evenly all the way around. And that can go a little bit higher. And I think we have it. Just like that. And so now we place all that on the axle. The axle up here. This is going to be kind of hard to do. Well, maybe if I put my finger in the middle, I can push down easier. There. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Now, I think that's complete. Let's take a look before I say complete, and it's not. It is. There's our lavender. There, you can see, maybe you can't. It's quite loose. It's like they went, ooh, okay, now I'm moving things around. I'm gonna leave it just like it is. It just feels really loose. I guess you can tell as I lean it this way, it's all leaning. Oh, come on. Stop it, John. You're making it worse. Let's just put that to the side. We've done that one. Now we're going to just make some leaves. We're going to make 3 leaves, or they're the green filling leaves. You'll see what I mean when I create. Just watch. So we need one of those 2x3 plate, and then we need a 1x2 plate with 2 clips on the side. We need one of these. Now this is a kind of a it's a 2x2 with the buttons on the bottom. And so we take this piece and put it right in here and fill up that spot. Okay. And then we place that underneath this 2x3. So it'll look like that. Next, we need a 2x1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a 2x8 plate and a 2x2 plate. And we need actually two of these 2x2 plates. And we place one here and one here, like that. Now we take this and we go underneath one side like that, and we leave a little gap at the end there. Now we need one of these, and with that little gap right there, we place that over this, over this end here. Okay, watch. Should be right up against that 2x2 plate, right up against there. So it should look like that. Now, need one of these. This is an interesting one, and I believe I've used this in a Star Wars X-Wing, possibly, but just kind of rotate it and show you what it looks like. We need one of these, and you're going to put this end right up against this one, like that, and push down. See how we're making a long leaf here? We got that. Well, now we're going to flip that leaf over, and we're going to need a surfboard. If you've seen this before with the minifigures, it's just a surfboard, but we'll need one of those. And we'll need two of the 1x2 tiles with the single button on top. Now those tiles are going to go right here, and that button is going to go in one of those center ones. So I'm turning it upside down, so it will be like that. Okay, and then put this one right next to that one, like that. Take this surfboard with the top end pointing out and place these two buttons inside these holes right down the center, like that. And the edge, the bottom of the surfboard, should line up with this line right here. Okay, there we go. Before I flip that over, let me see what else we need to do. Yep, flip it over. And we need one of these. It looks like a 2x2 plate, but at the bottom it has a hole. One of these, a 1x2 plate with a handle on the side. One of these. Now this is that. And then we need this pin again that has a cross hole on the bottom. Okay, so take the pin part, 2M pin part, side of it, and push it in here. Take this 1x2 with the handle on the side and put it on like that, and then place this over those like that. Okay. And then this handle goes into those clips that we had at the beginning, like that. And see, now we have kind of a leaf that you can adjust to how wilty you want it. Really wilty or pretty fresh. Take this 32 axle, we'll need another one of these, and just place it right in there. Now we have a long leaf, adjustable leaf. Now I have to make 2 more of these. So, like always, we're going to speed up the process. Boy, these are really long, aren't they? I have to bring them down to show you. I wonder if these are going to stick up over everything. Well, there we go. We have these 3 leaves. Let's set those over here with the lavender off to the side, because we should be on our last flower here. The aster. The reason I'm looking again is, remember, I was calling that snapdragon lavender throughout my whole last video, and it wasn't. So I'm going to make sure I have the correct flower. Yep, aster. Let's start with one of those steering wheels again. We've used that before. Whoops, I'm flicking it over there. And we need 2 of these. So so what these are is, if you put them together, they create a 2x2 round brick, but they're divided into 2. So that's what those pieces are. And what we are doing is actually creating a round brick. And I wonder why they didn't just make a round brick. Maybe because by doing this with these 2 pieces, we have a regular hole, regular round hole, and with the other pieces they only have a cross hole, and maybe that's why they did that. Because as I recall, 2x2 round bricks have only cross holes in them, but I could be wrong. All right, we need one of these. It's the only one here. It's 2x2 round tile with single button in the middle on top. That goes on top of that. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Not on top of that. We need to place this on first. Right here. Like that. Then that goes on top of that. There we go. Now grab this. It's a 1x1 snot piece with the buttons on every side. We need another one of these, the same thing that we used in our lavender, and we place that on top of that. Boop, just like that. Then we take this piece and boop, put it right there. Ooh, I'm booping today. Boop. Now we have these leaves that we're using as the flower part today, the colorful flower part, and we take them and put them on the side of this snot piece, and we set them to the side. See how that one's kind of put to the side? We're going to follow that pattern all the way around. Oops. Okay. See? Now we take, we need eight more of those, but we're going to do something separately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we need 4 of the 1x1 with the clip on the side. 4 of those. So let's face the clip to my left hand, which, well, it isn't. I'm just going to face the clip this way and not confuse you with lefts and rights. Face it this way, and then the petals of this flower will go the opposite, and we're going under that piece, like that. Okay? Now we take another petal and go on top of the piece. So now we have that, and the clip is here. Now we create 4 of those. So I'll get through this real quick. Pretty simple. There's another one. And shebang. There we go. We got 4 of those. So we clip those to this one right here. Not down here, up here. We clip them lined up with these pieces. So I'll show you. Clip right there, and it's lined up, and then you just tilt it up. And we're going to repeat that all the way around. Ta-da! All right. Now we need 4 more. And also 4 more of those. And we're going to do the same thing we did last time, except there's not going to be one on the bottom. It's just clipping it to the top, so I'll show you. That way, and the clip is on, whoops, and the clip is on this side. I wore a tie that kind of doesn't help with that, does it? Yeah. So I'll make 4 of those. There's 1, and here's 2, 3, 4, and now, and it even specifically tells me, I'll show you this, not to repeat the process it did last time. It said, okay, we're making this again, but don't put 1 on the bottom, just only 1 on the top. So it's reminding me, don't repeat what I just did last time, which we didn't. Now we're still on this layer up here. We're going to fill in those places all the way around. So like so, boop, and boop, and boop, and boop. Man, it is a booping day. Okay, and it does show us it shows us how this should be lined up with these flowers here. It shows a picture, and so it wants to make sure, I'll show you this picture here, that they're lined up with the steering wheel, whatever we still haven't figured out. I don't know what it's called, where it goes from the center of the steering wheel to the outside. It's going to be these petals, these new ones that we're going to make, are going to be lined up with that. So we're going to line them up with this piece and then go opposite. And the reason they're showing that is because unlike the piece right here that has kind of a reference with each stopping point to clip it in, this one's just all the way around. It just is a regular circle, so you can put it, if you just start clipping them on, they're going to be all over the place. Anyways, let's make those pieces. Now what we're going to do is go back to these pieces. I'm just going to create it right now because we just made it two instructions back, I believe, where we have the clip on this side and the pedals, one on top, one on bottom on this side. So we're going to create some more of those, but this time we're creating 6. So there's 1, oh, get it right, I had it upside down, 2, well, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the bottom of this so you can kind of understand what the instructions are talking about. So these are the ones we just created. Let's face, so this is the top and this is the bottom of the leaf. So I'll set it down real quick so you can see top and bottom. And so we're going to face the top. I'm facing the top towards you. And let's start just as the instructions say, across from each other. One there, and one right here. See, they're directly across. We can tilt those up a bit as far as they can go. Now that means that these next two, we kind of just have to figure out. We'll just put them in the middle of these ones. We kind of figure out and adjust them like that. I really don't have it center, but you can see the ones that I just put on. I'll keep them out for now so you can see. So we'll just kind of find those spots. One there, and one there. I'm going to bring them in a little bit more because you kind of want to even them out. See how these top ones are a little too close together. I'm kind of slide them apart from each other a bit. So that looks pretty good. That looks pretty decent right there. Now you just kind of put them upward like that. All right. Alrighty. Now we got those instructions again that say, hey, we're making this again, but don't do like last time. Don't put one on top of the other. We're just putting one on top. One just like this. Just one on top this time, not one on the bottom. We're going to make 6 of those. Oh, what do you know? There we go. I'm a little bit excited today because I'm always excited when I order new Legos. I have one on the way and it should be here tomorrow. I get really excited about these things. I get really tickled. Tickled pink. And I have one on the way and I want to tell you what it is, but I think I'm just going to save it for a video. Just to show you. And the measurements, well, no, I'm trying to give it away. Trying to give away what Lego I ordered, so I won't do that, but I'm just excited for it to come. Now we fill in the places, the gaps, with these ones. like this. If I could grab one. Just fill them in those places. And then just push them in. So just do that all the way around. They kind of, sort of overlap the others by just a hair. I think that's what they're supposed to do. And there we go. Yeah, that looks fancy. That looks flowery, don't you think? I think so. Very flowery. Now we need 3 more axle connectors, 2 more axles, red axle, and 1, our last 32 axle. What am I doing? Let's put these together first. I came to kind of a thought. I don't know if that's correct English. I thought about this. You know how they're putting these on the bottom of quite a few of these to make them taller? Now I wonder if they're doing that so you can adjust the height, because it looks like every single one of these has, except for a couple of the greenery. No, except for, it looks like only one doesn't have it. But the reason I think they're putting these on is so you can adjust it if you need it higher or lower, based on your bouquet. Now, I'm reading this from the manual. This is the first time the 32 module Lego Technique axle piece has been produced in the sand green color. So we're talking about this piece that we've been using for all of our stems. So not all. Well, anyways, this is the first time it's been produced in the sand green color. So just a fact for the day. Hey, watch this. Put that on, push it up, and that is complete. You know what that means? That means we are finished with our bouquet. I'm going to bring out the ones that we did today. And then I'm going to add them to the bouquet. Always got some extra pieces. Add them to the extra piece pile. We're going to add these to the vase. Bring out the vase. Here we are. The lavender. Oh, it is tall. Tall lavender. The aster. Then there, go on, get in. All the way down. The leaves. The fillers. Okay. Oh, that kind of brings it out a little too much. That extends it out quite a bit. Those are huge leaves. That's as far as they bend out. Okay. Well, let's see what it looks like with those. It does look okay. I still can't get over the fact that they used pterodactyl wings for the leaves on the roses, and the color that it has, the two-tone color, it obviously looks like a green pterodactyl wing. So I can't get over that fact. I'm not complaining. I'm just, every time I look at it, I see a wing instead of a leaf. So here it is, our complete project of the flower. I'll bring this back out, the flower bouquet. pretty nice. And I think I really like this. It's the cheapest out of all the vases that we have. The cheapest one, and it seems to do the best. You don't need anything huge and fancy. It holds them together real well. So once again, we have California Poppy, we have the Snapdragon, not the lavender, the Common Daisy, the Rose, we have the Aster, and then today, still a little bit wobbly, but we have the Lavender. Look at that. Very, very, very nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me put these things together, and thank you for watching. We will be doing some more. We're not done yet. I have quite a few boxes of other things to build, other Legos to build. So we'll continue a little later. So, but for now, hey, you guys are great. Thanks for watching. Later, Gator.